What are you doing here? I've told you many times to stop drinking so much, Falcon 69 clone. Look at this, you didn't even make it to your bedroom to pass out. You passed out over here in the living room. So you know what's gonna happen, my friend? Pee on you right there. This will teach you a long, hard lesson about drinking so much to the point that you didn't even make it to your bed. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to The Last Day. I'm your host, the Birdman. Notice Falcon, so today we're going to be focusing on two things. Number one, we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming update, which apparently is going to let us make our own weapons finally. Or by weapons, I mean guns, because we can make already weapons, but we cannot make any firearms until the update coming up pretty soon. And the second thing we'll be doing is we're going to be going over to Limestone Ridge, or Limestone Cliffs, not Ridge, sorry. And we'll be collecting a little bit of iron because I have a feeling that in order to make the gun, the makeshift gun, we're gonna need some iron for that, and right now I'm kind of low on iron, so I'm gonna go out there and farm a little bit and show you how I farm for iron, the easy way, as I like to call it anyway. So before we go onwards though, let me actually grab a shout. What are you doing? What are you doing here? I've told you many times to stop drinking so much, Falcon 69 clone. Look at this, you didn't even make it to your bedroom to pass out. You passed out over here in the living room. Look at this guy. Okay, you know what? I think he's calling for this right now. He's just calling it for it right now. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna teach you a lesson, buddy, in that this is what happens when you drink so often. And you drink uncontrollably this way, okay? So you know what's gonna happen, my friend? Pee on you right there. This will teach you a long, hard lesson about drinking so much to the point that you didn't even make it to your bed. Or even the couch. Look, you're out here just sprawled on the floor. No shame whatsoever on this guy. No shame at all, man. Look at that guy. That'll hopefully teach him a good lesson in life. Stop drinking so badly, dude. Drink moderately, but not so badly. You know what? Before we go, we should probably take a shower, too, just because, you know, I urinated a bit, so I probably got myself a bit filthy. So I believe that we should have everything required for our little trip over to the Limestone Cliffs. Now, the update that's coming up really soon is going to let us make our own gun. I should have a picture of the gun on the screen right now at some point, where you guys can see the gun. It's the next update coming up, so maybe by Friday, I'll try to have this video out by Thursday, so that it comes out before the update shows up. I have this over here to collect some iron ore. I guess I'll just place it in the water bin before we leave. That's about it, right? I got some food, I got some dad clothes. I'm using the shovel today just because I think we found a shovel in one of those bases that we raided. And I don't really use the shovel too often because I don't really like it as a weapon. It really requires way too many important items to make, so I'd rather just make the makeshift bat. But because I found it, we might as well give it a try, why not? And see what's up over here. So let's come over here to the old Limestone Cliff. So, what I'm thinking that for this make your own gun update, because we still cannot get steel in the game, remember steel is going to probably be somewhere over here across, and we cannot make it over here just yet because we need the ATV to be completed, and obviously the ATV cannot be completed just yet. Huh, I've never seen this base before. Player 9271? I've never seen it before. Maybe I've never paid attention to it, who knows. But either way, I believe that for this gun, we'll probably be able to make it with iron, maybe a couple of planks. Based on the picture that I saw, it looks like iron, planks, and a couple of other smaller items. I really doubt we'll need weapon parts because, again, weapon parts are not in the game just yet, too. So, there's still a lot of things that they have not added, which would make sense if they add the gun without being able to make it. So I think we're going for iron, probably planks or something. Maybe iron scrap, too. We'll see. So right now, what we want to do right now is just pick up a bunch of iron here. The way I normally do this is, you know how I normally say ignore zombies whenever you're looking for crates? Well, for this one, completely different. When I'm looking for iron ore, because there's a lot of it all over the map, I like to kill everything on the map, so that when they're dead, we can easily just farm away. No really big questions asked, right? So here we have the old gray wolf. And, you know, with any luck, maybe we're into like an NPC over here, we can take him down. And if he has any better equipment, we'll also be using that as well. That wolf probably has a bit of meat there. The big one's nearby. That's no good. He better not show up right now. The big one has a knob. The big one shows up pretty often in the yellow limestone cliff. So I hope that doesn't happen. Because we're not really ready to deal with that big one because I'm here to farm some items. I don't really care too much about that. I'm going to leave a bunch of stuff behind because I'm here to look for iron. So I want to have my entire inventory just filled with iron. Everything else is very inconsequential. I will take this though because we'll use that for healing. And that's always very useful. You know, I'll even take you because we might need you for the weapons that we can make. Now, back home, I have so much scrap metal or scrap iron because I've been saving them up to make a bunch of barricades around my house. So I have a lot of it back home. That's not even a problem. We have a floater boater. Let me just eat that now and get you out of the way. All right, Mr. Floater Boater. How's it going, buddy? I'm gonna smack you in the back of the head with a shovel if you don't mind. Here's of course. Oh, look, we have a player after me, too. Did you see that? Did you see how bullshit that is? You saw how he swung like a mile away and I still did damage? I call shenanigans on that one, game. Don't try to cheat me out of damage over here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit you from across the screen with my wooden spear. It happens to be 20 or 30 feet long. You know, if it's 20 or 30 feet long, I'm pretty sure you can't even hold on to it, okay? You cheating scumbag. That's okay, let's just come over here and deal with these guys. We'll probably get that runner, or that spitter after me pretty soon, but meanwhile, we can get rid of you. And we should have another fast biter here. Very good. Not even a deal. I'll pick this up because I'm very low on fabric back home too. I've been making like a bunch of bandages and a bunch of medkits for my bunker trips, so it's probably best for me to have that. Let's take care of you now. Is that a fast biter? Of course it is. Of course. You kill the easy one with a backstab, and then the other one happens to just be a fast biter. That's good. I don't have to eat just yet, but I will take that. We might just make ourselves a couple of bandages if we have to. Don't really need that. And as always, let's pick up the berries too for some easy heals. Try not to use up all of my food. Other survivors have been here. Well, actually, that's true. And one of them actually cheated me with that hit. So you're right about that. Let's just go ahead and pop you guys in here. Oh, nice. Completely maxed ourselves out just about. Alrighty, it is how I normally go about this level here when I'm looking for iron, just clear out the entire map. When I'm looking for crates, then is when I just ignore everything and just go after the crates, but when I'm looking for iron, because it's all over the map as you can see, we're gonna need to be able to do this without being interrupted constantly by zombies, so it's probably best for you to get rid of them. Miss me. Miss me again. And you're dead. How's it going, Romy Zombie? You want some of this too? Well, now you're dead. I don't need that rope. Let's pick up some more berries if we can. Okay. Now, where is the fat guy? Oh, there he is from earlier. He already should have some damage. What's really cool, too, I'm not sure if you guys noticed that, but if you leave the map, the fat dude does reset. This isn't the guy that we fought, though. Oh!
MK the Survivor. I would kill you, but you really don't have really much important equipment. And your friend here, that spitter, or not that spitter, but that zombie, fast dude's gonna attack me. And I'll give you guys free hits, which I'm not really a fan of, so you know what, I'll just reset him. If it's the guy with really cool equipment, I don't mind fighting him, because I want to get the equipment off of him. But that guy, he just had dad pants, no shirt, and a torch? Get out of here.
I don't need any of that stuff. Alright, let's come back over here and go about, let's see. Just trying to get all these zombies out of the way so we can start farming here. So this is all cleared. We have a dude over on this side, and that might be the fat guy that we saw, and we escaped. Let me get rid of you here first, so I could deal with him a lot easier. Boom in the back of the head. Shovel to the back of the head. That's one of my favorite. You know what? I don't like the shovel in the game, but shovels and baseball bats are some of my favorite zombie weapons. Like when it comes to like games. Like if I have like a shovel or a baseball bat to fight zombies, I usually enjoy that so much because it's so realistic, you know? Like, unless you happen to own guns, you know, you don't really have guns too much available to you. I don't own a gun, but I do own a baseball bat. So if the zombie apocalypse ever happens, you know, I at least have a bat to be like, alright, well, cool, I'm gonna fight this dude with my baseball bat over here. Get your ass down. And you see already, we just about clear out the entire map. Once the zombies are down, it is free scavenging for us to go forward into here. Plus we have a couple of crates to check out pretty soon. Get out of the way. Need to do a jump? Huh? Jump up and get down? No jumps, huh? Look at that. Doesn't want to jump today. He's tired. He's been jumping too long, and now he's like, I'm okay, Falcon. Just don't feel like jumping today. I'm not in the mood for it today, buddy. Alright, got some more of this. Let's just top ourselves off. Very good. I want to do one more video going back to the red zone to hunt for the AIs. You guys let me some pretty good tips. Apparently, the way to see them more often is to be actively collecting stuff on the map, and I should also go in with my stink at maximum level. And that apparently makes the NPCs show up more often. So I'm going to give that a try with another video, but right now I wanted to just mostly talk about the update and also do a little bit of iron farming, because another question I get too is like, you know, how do I get a lot of iron for, you know, upgrades and stuff like that, Falcon? So This here should give you a good idea. As you've noticed, we haven't used one single meal. I have a plain weapon, I got plain dad clothes, and it's been a really easy... Is that it? Have we killed everything already? Oh, no, here in the middle. But if you notice thus far, it's been very simple, and this is how I normally go about it. Now, the only problem here that you could run into, as I mentioned, would be the... yeah, let's just deal with him now. The only problem you could deal with here is going to be the big one whenever he decides to spawn in yellow zones, and that's just random. You hurt your friend. You killed your friend. That sucks on you, buddy, because you needed that friend to kill me, and now you got no friend to help you out. So my weapon's still fine. Took some damage here, but again, we have berries, so so good. So good. Do not underestimate the power of these berries. It's so useful. You pop a couple of them, and then you're good to go again. You're down. I think this might be the last couple of zombies here, too. Yeah. We didn't even break our weapon. Very nice. So, what do I do now? Well, now we start farming. I'm going to give you a tip about this, too, about farming. At this point, you don't really want to run around and farm everything yourself, because it's kind of boring, right? So, instead, what I'll be doing here is, check this out. Let's find ourselves you, and let's begin doing this. This is a trick that I figured out very late in my little, I guess, playing last day for a very long time. But it's not something I used to do earlier, but I've now been doing it. It's really helpful. You want to collect a couple of iron ores, right? And the reason you were doing that is because, well, it'll soon be very apparent. And we also have a bunch of pickaxes just in case. I normally like to come with extra pickaxes instead of making them on the fly by cutting down trees because it's more extra work. And again, the thing here you want to do is not work too much for it.
So now what I'm doing is split, 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 split. Ah! Where'd you come from? You jerk. No honor at all. No honor at all.
And split. So now what I've done, the only thing I could collect now on auto mode will be more iron ore. And why is that? Well, because now the game knows, well, Falcon doesn't have room for anything else but iron ore. So essentially now if you leave this on... Ah, no! That happened because we broke our first one. Get out of here. Split again. So now the game knows, well, Falcon has no more room on his inventory for anything else. So the only thing he will do now in auto mode will be iron ore non-stop. Of course, when your weapon or your tool does break, you have an empty room, so you might pick something else up. But just do what I did, just get rid of the item, split the items again, and you have your entire inventory filled with iron ore. And at this point, I'm going to let this run in the background, and I will cut back in after we're done doing this. If something cool happens, like an NPC fight, I will cut back in. Otherwise, we'll cut back after I'm done farming. And I want to show you exactly how much iron ore is possible in one single trip over here.
Alrighty guys, we have a fighter here. Player 337, huh? Alright buddy, I'm gonna take the shovel to your face too. I hope you enjoy it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt. Bring your ass down. What do you have on yourself here? I will take that, obviously.
Alrighty guys, and we are done. There is no more iron ore left on the map. If you see, if I hit auto over here, my inventory is full. It means that I have picked up all the iron ore in the area, and it can't pick up anymore because obviously it's all gone. So what this ultimately took was 3.5 pickaxes, and I still have this over here. So roughly, if you come here with 3 pickaxes, 1 full weapon, and as you can see, I've used 2 meals the entire time. So 2 meals, that equipment, and 1 weapon in full, you'll get it done. And let's see how much iron ore we got ultimately. Let's go ahead and start stacking you guys together here. And this is one run only in the... What is this? This is the limestone cliffs, right? So we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 94. 94 iron ore in one entire trip over here, which is a lot. It's going to be a lot. And now that we have room, now that everything's dead as well, we could probably go back into the crates here that we skipped earlier, pick up whatever we want to, leave whatever we want to, go through the bodies and pick up some of the fabric if you need to and stuff like that. Or you could probably start collecting the plant fibers over here to turn them into the fabric down the line. Oh, look at this. There's an ATV tank. People tell me, Falcon, why don't you ever pick that up? Well, I already have it in my ATV tank for 1, and number 2, I have even more back home, so it's kind of very, pointless. I'll take the tape just because I do need that for my makeshift bat, which is one of my favorite weapons to make, so I'll take that here for now. I think there's one more crate I might have skipped out on at some point or another. Of course, I'm not really too worried about it. I just wanted to show you about the iron ore farming. I think this is the one. Yeah. So this might be the last one here. After this, we're done, and I can run out and pick up the other stuff that I want to. So at this point, you've gotten what you need, which is your iron ore. Everything else at this point is just free to grab. Whatever you feel you need, you pick up. and whatever you don't, you leave behind. And that's about it. We're done here. That's the entirety of this video. Very easy peasy, right? Alrighty, so now that we're back home, let's see how we're looking. Let's pop this bad boy open. As you can see, I am getting myself prepared for this gun update to be able to make it ourselves. I imagine it'll be iron bars and probably planks and maybe even nails or something like that. But now with this run alone, I even have to make another crate because my my iron ore cannot fit here. And I do believe I had some over here burning as well. Yep. Only made 7, so I need more wood for that bad boy, so I'll just toss this over here. At this point, I might want to actually think about making a second one of these two because, you know, I only have one. So a second one could be a lot helpful now when it comes to burning down all the extra iron ore you have. And that's all I really want to talk about today, just the iron ore and the fact that we're going to be able to make our own guns. Finally, I'm very excited. Oh yeah, people wanted to see my ATV and chopper stuff. For my ATV, I have 13 of 200 engine parts, so we're pretty far away from that. But this is everything I have in here. I've completed this part. I just needed a couple more wheels, and I have the tank right here, got that. This here, the ATV transmission is still not in the game, so don't worry about that. I mean, they'll add it whenever they want to, who knows. And then for my chopper, obviously we're still missing the fork. This does show up now in the bunker, but it's a very rare drop. This you cannot get in the game just yet. So if you see people saying like, oh, I got the chopper gas tank, it's still not true. You cannot make it just yet. Hopefully soon. I don't know what the developers, man. They say they add stuff and you can't really ever complete it. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that's all I really want to cover today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. Next video should probably be the actual gun update, and then we'll do another farming video for AI hunting, because I really want to bring that Venturas guy down. But it's going to be risky. And again, we're going to go in there with a bunch of stink, and we'll be collecting stuff too, so it actually aggroes them to come out even more often, and hopefully we can get that done. So, short video today, but I just wanted to do that, cover it up, and do about the update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.